If she looks at me right in the eyes again, I have to go speak to her.
It's a good indicator for any guy out there.
You've stopped what you're doing, you've come over to say hi to her. How do you think as a girl you feel?
My way of approaching women is similar to yours, but I do things a little bit different.
I would have this tactic, it's called
Yes, what to offer them, yeah.
The one thing I want people to understand, man don't go. So if I was going to touch upon something quickly in terms of moving to girls in public.
Oh yes, this is...
So for me, honestly, I was in a relationship for a long time. And after that, my confidence, I would say, you know, my confidence wasn't at the highest. Maybe a month or two after, I started to, I shone. Do you understand? Is that even the right word? I displayed an unnecessarily amount of confidence, like a very high amount. Like it all became from falling in love with myself, and I was really happy with myself and where I was going and everything. And I was at the point where, not that I did care before, but it was eradicated from me what other people thought about me. I'd never ever in my stage of life now think or care about what a random stranger has to say about me. Do you understand? Like, if you don't like me, cool, no problem. Like, all the best. Like, all I'm trying to do is spread positivity, have a nice time, enjoy life, and be happy. Learn, progress. See what I mean? So, for me and my personal experience around that time after, you know, I would have this tactic. It's called some secret word.
Take notes, guys.
It's basically called, like, if a girl looks at you like 3 times. So say I'm on TFO or whatever. If I'm sitting there, cool. I'm not one to go up to any random girl if she's got earphones and like, oh excuse me, like tap her. Like I need to see with the eyes if you want to engage her. So I'll be sitting there. Well, I'll be sitting like this on the train. And if I see a girl, I'll be like, oh cool, like she looks nice, whatever. So I'll just be like, okay, whatever. And I'll just see, cool. So I've looked at her. That's the one time. I'm like, is she looking back, whatever. So if she's looked at me now, like looked at the same time, I could think, okay, like maybe that was an accident, maybe you know, people can unnecessarily have eye contact with people so many times they don't mean anything. So I'm like, cool. And then I'm just kind of looking and she looks again. So if I look up and she looks again, I'm like, okay, well that's twice now. So I'm thinking now, okay, I'm gonna look one more time. If she looks at me right in the eyes again, I have to go speak to her, because women are gonna come over to you. If you look at me 3 times, that's not a mistake.
That's I think that's a good call. The count to 3. That's definitely a good.
Yeah, that's what I developed.
It's a good indicator for any guy out there. The eyes definitely play like a huge factor.
Yeah, because girls aren't gonna come over, so it's they'll you know you've seen that joke of. Yeah, you've seen that joke of girls move to you by shooting their shot by looking at your phone
that meme,
on Twitter or something, or just by looking at you. Yeah, by looking. So cool.
That's actually true. It manifested. They do it by looking at you. Yeah, which is fine. That's
so back to that. Yeah, in my head now, I'm thinking, cool. She looked at me 3 times. You know, positive vibes, obviously smiling, blah blah. I'll just go over and say hi. I'll just go over and say, hi, excuse me, what's your name? That's, like, I'm not trying to say like whatever. Like the fact that I've come over, this is the one thing I want people to understand, mandem as well. Like it's called masculine energy, yeah? When you come over and approach a girl likes that. It's not she's not really thinking like what you look like, but she likes the act. You've stopped what you're doing, you've come over to say hi to her. How do you think as a girl you feel? Like you're thinking like, oh, like this guy's got confidence, like oh, this guy's somebody. Because a lot of people are scared to approach, and I understand that. And a few years ago before, but me, look, I'm not saying force it, don't beg it, don't stop them nilly-willy, but if it's a nice vibe and it's eye contact, just go say, oh hi, excuse me, what's your name? So that's how I would do it. I just say, what's your name? Get chatting from that. That's fine. Listen, like I think you're nice, like can I grab your snap or whatever, you want to talk after, whatever. And she's like, oh, I have whatever, I have a boyfriend. Just like, oh, why are you looking at me?
How comes
oh, you just wanted to flirt a bit, yeah?
That was harmless flirting.
Harmless flirt.
It's a thing, harmless flirt.
So and then as a guy, you try and like keep in contact if you really want to pursue it, and you say, oh, let me just grab your snap or your number, whatever, and we can just go from there.
Let's just stay friends, stay connected by socials.
Or you know, what's your schedule like, blah blah blah. Go from there. Keep the text game minimum, and then just see each other, and because you've already seen each other in public as well, so
just make
you know
time.
They feel much more comfortable. That's how I would do it personally. Just it's nothing fancy. All these
interesting
pick-up lines.
Pickup lines, nah.
All these pickup lines are stupid.
I never
in
liked
my
pickup lines
opinion.
from the get go. I found
It's
them
all
always
gamey.
cringy.
It's all
Yeah, it's all
tactics.
gamey,
Like,
yeah, scripted. It's
you're a normal guy. She's a normal person. Like, if you are actually normal and you say who you are, you just have a nice time for who you are, who she is.
Definitely.
So, cast him in terms of moving to people in public.
I was going to say first, authenticity for me is one of the biggest things that I use for my game when I approach women, and that's actually built up my confidence. Just speaking or like interact with anyone. So my way of approaching women is similar to yours, but I do things a little bit different. So I'm actually going to bring up an anecdote. So some time ago, I was in my local mall. I went to the perfume shop to buy some perfume, of course. And
I don't think you told me this story.
No, I don't. Guys,
I'm a hush guy.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna
so
make a disclaimer. I'm not a gallist or anything. You know, I'm not claiming that I pick up girls here and there.
Just
but
experience.
When I was in, just experience. Yeah, from what hopefully I could impart some wisdom for you guys. But yeah, when I was in the perfume shop, there was a group of 3 girls, really nice girls. When I came in, of course I was at the entrance, and they all kind of just like looked and stared at me. And I was
smiling.
like, okay, fine. There was a bit of a smile, yeah. I was like, oh, fair enough. I entered the shop. You know, they must have just seen me coming through. But yeah, so I just went in and I just minded my own business. I looked back, of course. And then while I was just shopping for the perfumes, I looked to the side and then I saw them looking again, but they quickly looked away. I was like, okay,
all
fair
three
enough.
of them?
All three of them. And they were just talking among themselves. I think I could barely hear them like talk. I was quite away from them.
So you thought it was about you?
I initially thought it was about me. So I'm like, you know what? Let me do a bit more shopping and then naturally turn and see if they're still talking, looking at me. So yeah, they did for the 3rd time, and then they were just like smiling, and then I literally just raised my hand and just gave a bit of like a hi thing because I wanted to do my shopping first. I didn't want to seem needy, and fair enough. I was snatching them up. I was just like hi, and I gave them a little smile back, and then they started giggling and like just kind of turning away out of shyness, which was kind of cute. So then after that, I got my perfume, and what I did was I didn't go up to by saying that hi, you're right, stuff like that. I said, hey, do you know any good perfumes by any chance? So I used the context to my advantage.
So I think that's a bit different between us. I think you be more indirect.
Yeah.
Which is there's 2 ways to do it. You either direct. I'm just quite direct because I just don't like my time wasted. Just tell me now. Just tell me now. Like I don't care. Do you understand? But you obviously your context.
Definitely. No, of course. Like you could also obviously
they're both.
When you get in the conversation, you're obviously going to be direct. You're going to obviously say that. What do you want out of this or anything, go through. So yeah, but as a conversation starter to like break the ice, that's what I use. I like using the context just to keep it more natural as well. Even with like social media, I don't pop to a story by saying, oh hi, oh you're gorgeous, or like this and that. Yeah. I'll say, why is your mirror like dirty? What's going on with the room? Or something like that. You know what I mean? Obviously like something like that, indirect. But obviously later on when we do talk, like obviously you say what's up. But yeah, we had such a nice conversation. They were so friendly. And
so you spoke to all 3 of them?
Yeah, I spoke to all 3 of them, They were just in the shop, we were just talking about some perfumes, and then they were like, oh, you look really nice, you have a nice outfit, and then I was like, oh, thanks, and you guys as well, and then we said, where'd you get that from? So we had like a really nice natural conversation, and in the end, this is what the cost was. I kind of showed that I really kind of didn't care about like what I wanted with them, but this actually led them to asking, well, what's your snap? I felt because they were...
So they asked you?
Yeah, that's the thing, because
we're gonna
I thought
if
I asked all 3 of them, because they were big in numbers, there's 3 of them, there's 1 of me, so I thought, yeah, why would I say, can I get your snacks? So instead what I did was for the last moment, and then they initially asked, can we get a snack? So yeah, I feel like that worked in my favour. So personally, I like a bit of context when I speak to women, keep it natural, and of course just be direct. And yeah, it worked out for me.